Hello and welcome everybody, hope that you're good. And you join me in the village of Cheddar, which is down in Somerset in the West Country. We've been on a little 3-day kind of midweek break. You can see some clips later in this video, but over there, we have some B-roll of it, is the Cheddar Cheese Company. It's the only place that makes cheddar in the legit town of Cheddar cheese. And over there is the gorge, which we're going to go and have a look at as well. But we do have ourselves a Toedscool here. This is a forest slash woodland kind of biome, so we can pick one up from here. We've been very lucky while we've been passenger in the car, dotting around the Devonshire countryside and Cornish countryside. Spatial rend and the Go++ on means that the spawns come in and Toedscool was everywhere along this stretch of land. So hopefully town of Cheddar 0151, beautiful stats, but that is our Cheddar Toedscool. We'll whack on spatial rend. You can see there's actually quite a bit of activity around here, lots of stops, and there's lots of trails, and over in that direction is the Cheddar Gorge with the caves, Goth's Cave at Cheddar. There you go. So there's so much stuff we can go and do here. We're not going to be here for a crazy long period of time, but it'll be really nice to maybe pick up something cool from here. Anyway, before we get into the cool scenic bits and pieces, check out this clip from the Cornish coast. I'm just inserting this here from the Cornish coast. We're here at Wiglets Beach, which is right on the west tip of England, really. We could go further into Cornwall. However, we've been running our daily incense, getting some wiglets. Obviously, a nice beach biome is here. It is a legit beach once again. It's been really nice to have a little bit of a city break, shall we say. But the beach spawns have pulled on through a shiny hippo on the sand, which is a really lovely one to pick up. Not the golden wiglet that we were expecting and hoping to get down here. I'll definitely take a shiny hippo. And who doesn't like getting a shiny with the beach background? Absolutely awesome. So there we go, shiny hippo has been caught, and it is one star, but caught in Booed, England, because we're nearby. And I've never had a lucky one of these, apparently, looking at the Pokédex, but there we go, shiny hippo. And as you can see there, nice beach biome stuff. And what a place to do your daily adventure incense. Even at this small little coastal town, there's stops, power spots, gyms, back to whatever and whenever I was doing whatever. So we've wandered through most of the town or village of Cheddar, and this in here is Cheddar Gorge itself, famously on the Grand Tour. I think it was Series 1, Episode 5. I think they filmed it around here, actually. It was maybe one corner further up there, but it's like the Grand Canyon, except a lot smaller, but it comes with cheese, which will go into the cheese shop itself in a little bit. I did want to just recap. Over the last couple of days, we managed to pick up a handful of shinies. One was a shiny Wooper, which was shortly after the Hippopotas clip that you saw, but it was on the beach with the beach background and everything, which was fantastic. And actually, just this morning, while leaving the little farm place that we were staying for the last couple of days, we picked up a shiny Gligar as well, which I know is a perma boosted shiny, but very, very cool to grab one just as we were leaving, saying goodbye to our neighbours who were a bunch of cows and sheep. Just about right that we pick up a Ston journey here. We've kind of been collecting them. I feel like it's more just because of the fact that JT is waiting for us in London, but good to grab the UK regional here, where I feel it's like rock form appropriation. There is something else I wanted to do in this little video, because I don't imagine this is going to have very much in it. Hey, thanks very much if you're tuning in and watching this. There's nothing really shiny boost, and the Toadschools are not exactly spawning like crazy. Daily Incense didn't exactly go to plan, but we did stop and chat to people for quite a long time. So 6 Pokemon caught, and one of them was a Toedscool, which is something decent. But before we actually get back to the cheese shop, Marta and I were flipping the Toadschools as some Maseratis and stuff are going past. We managed to get this 98% lucky, which is really cool indeed. So I'm going to actually evolve that one and get it done so we get the lucky decks of this thing evolved. The road for 100%er is still very much ongoing, and I'm wondering if this is going to be like Wiglet and the fact that it stays in the forest biome after this adventure week ends. I'm hoping so, but there we go, there's a lucky 98 Toedscool evolved. So having been in and bought some goods, I've got to say 2 things. Obviously, being a in-place specific cheese shop, just bear in mind if you ever come here, it's quite expensive. for a block of cheese. Get some very unique, nice flavours. So we picked ourselves up some truffle cheddar and some apple and cider cheddar, which I'm very much looking forward to diving into perhaps over the course of the weekend. The block is that big. So Cheddar Gorge Cheese Company itself, lovely little shop, very nice. If you're ever swinging on through, recommend. Be prepared to empty your wallet. It's a bit like Pokémon GO. So we've now left Cheddar and it's about 3 hours back to London, give or take, depending on the traffic on the M5. We're going via Weston-super-Mare around my hometown of Bristol and then taking the entire M4. So yeah, get ready for some traffic and some B-roll, folks.
Morning, everybody. I'm not doing too good. However, we have got something really rather awesome. Barside 2, thank you very much. This is an RSVP for a shadowed Pikachu. Now, as it turns out, this is for a special Indonesian football jersey Pikachu, which I don't think was ever officially announced. So, there you go, it's now popped up, and over 40 people, of course, have interest in this one. Didn't know this was even going to be coming into the game. That's awesome. Hop in on a fresh lobby. 10 people in instantly. Let's battle it down, see what happens, because I don't even know if this can be shiny. If it's not, I assume it will have a background locally in Indonesia. JT had one from, was it Singapore?
Singapore.
So that's not technically meant to be the case, I assume. And there we go, jumping in on our Pikachu with our morning lemsip, because oh my god, I feel like awful. Just awful, but hitting it with a Shadow Growl, and of course it's going to do the business. It's a 1-star rate, what do you expect? I think that's fantastic. It does beg the question of, if they put a football jersey on this for an Indonesian football team or something along those lines, why are they just doing backgrounds for the baseball stuff for America? Because there are hats and obviously other bits and pieces they could do. Maybe it's something to do with the whole Pikachu thing, but let's shiny check it. Can it even be shiny? I have no idea, but there we go, 511 on the CP. Thank you, Paul. Really hoping that I'm going to be able to dish out some RSVPs to you guys out there from the Patreon. There we go.
The thing I found, it can be shiny.
It can be shiny.
And there's research and stuff too if you're in Indonesia.
Oh, look at that. So if anybody over there is Indonesian watching this video, hopefully you have a fantastic time with this, because there's research and God knows what, and hey, that now means we know where we're going to put our remote raid passes. As it turns out, this is our final remote, because I did remote a G-Max Butterfree last night, and 511. It's been very lucrative with the RSVP system. Thanks to anybody who's been pinging me an RSVP or an actual invite, we've been able to get into it. Apparently, this Pikachu is in the raids over in Indonesia for this event, this mini event that's kind of not been announced properly until August the 9th, which perfectly leads up to Munchlax Hatch Day, which perfectly leads up to the Origin Raid Day for 6 hours. It's all very raid heavy. Anyway, it could be, but isn't, a shiny one. So there we go. I think we'll be trying this over the course of this week. Are you going to give this a go with the Pikachu, or do you not care for the costumes?
Well, we're now back in London. It's Saturday morning, and myself, Francesco, and JT are going to head down to the River Thames in Brentford and around Kew to try for the shiny Wiglet again, because no joy obviously in Cornwall or Devon or anything like that. I would like to try and get one before the adventure week comes to a close, but the word is that actually shiny Wiglet is full odds, so the likelihood of us getting one is slim, because I think we're about 200 checks overall. So fingers crossed we get that one. Obviously, we're just before the research day here, so if you haven't checked out the research day video, go and check it out up there.
Hey everybody, we're on a bus right now with a bird. Look at the size of this bird. It's a pretty big bird. It is a Galarian Zapdos 2073, but I do have the Curub effect on, so this should potentially be easier to catch, hopefully. And also, I just want to make sure I get a good throw on this thing, because I will not be getting, well, yeah, we screwed that up. But it doesn't matter. I won't get any more chances after this. So one, yeah, broke out, and it's gone forever. Oh well, it is what it is. This game sucks!
Boom! We have a beach biome, as you can see plain as day. Even after the adventure week is finished, you can still find your nearest beach by using the URL overpass-turbo.eu, and you can find yourself your nearest what is qualified as a beach biome. It's not necessarily having to be a beach, it could just be a body of water. This whole stretch by the Thames around Kew and everything. Shiny Inkay. Really? Look. professional happening in the background.
Right next
It's
to the
green.
river, what is it called?
Go, Thames.
Thames.
Get me that Wiglet. He does have a shiny French Paris Pikachu from the road trip for me, but I'm really hoping that we can pull in this today, and we will be back hopefully tomorrow morning as well for a bit of a Wiglet grind prior to G-Max Butterfree. We found a beach. Right up ahead is our first Wiglet check of getting back into London, and it's not gold. It really isn't the most appealing beach biome, but needs must. We've been in the beach biome for quite a long time, and that's the first Wiglet that's appeared for me on my incense or anything at all. JT's had a couple coming off his incense, but yeah, those spawns not looking the spiciest. Well, we've had to roam slightly out of the beach biome because the paths don't go there anymore. We're going to loop over Chiswick Bridge and go back the other side of the river. However, we've got ourselves some incorrect sparkles. It's a shiny Starly, which was a Conde quite a long time ago actually, but we'll take it. It's a shame it isn't on the beach background, you know? Let's just see how good or terrible it's going to be. Most likely mediocre. There you go, 256. 2 seconds later after ending the clip, look at that, next incense spawn is a wild Corviknight. I didn't know that was a thing. Obviously it can't be shiny, it has to have a G-Max, but whenever that gets around to being a thing, big bird in the ball. Oh look, this is properly along the side, look. Properly alongside the river again. Okay, the other side of the river was definitely the place to be. Look, there's 3. That's the most we've seen in one place. 4 of them, oh my God. 1, not shiny. 2, not shiny. Something's falling out of the trees. 3, not shiny. And 4, not shiny. It was worth a try, but I got a Rookity on the incense. Time for a spot of lunch and time to give up on the Wiglet hunt for now, because we've dropped lures again and we've had 1. Got Electabuzz coming in instead. So we'll have this buys and then we'll be over to the research day. And whether we continue the Wiglet hunt on Sunday is remaining to be seen. What do you think, JT? Do exactly the same again tomorrow?
No. I have an idea. How about we go to Brighton?
No.
Fair enough.
We're going to wrap up this Adventure Week shenanigans with a bit of adventuring via trades with the good old Valorman.
Hi.
The Wiglet didn't happen, unfortunately, on our side.
We're not gonna swap Wiglets.
No.
Sad.
He's got something cool from France for me, and we've come to an agreement on what he would like in return. But before we conclude and see what that lucky trade turned into, a big thanks as always to every single person who's a part of the Patreon squad who makes things like adventuring for Wiglets and traveling and the live events and even more possible with the content on this channel. So each and every person who's credited on this list makes a significant impact, and I really appreciate each and every one of you for taking your support to the next level, because it really is hugely appreciated. It is Pachirisu Shiny from GoFest. Thankfully we have multiples of them. Hey, a regional Shundo for him?
That'd be cool.
That'd be nice
I'd
for
be
you.
down. I really like this Pokemon, so.
And he's very nicely saved us a Paris background shiny Pikachu from the road trip, which is awesome since we weren't able to go. So
And you know it's
appreciate
guaranteed
that.
to have it because it says it's from Paris and it has research IVs.
Yes, because the research are not guaranteed backgrounds apparently.
They are.
Shh, shh, they're meant to be, not.
I know, I'm just
But let's see, you never say never.
You never know, right? This one
Good
is
luck.
definitely not it. It's up there, though. You?
397.
Yeah, well, it's up there.
397 on the Pikachu is a 96.
What is it?
14, 15, 14. That's pretty damn solid.
Not
Thank
bad.
you, dude.
Not bad.
Oh yes, the stylus. The whole stylus thing with his phone is
It's great.
problematic. Come on.
It's great. And now it's my turn to check. It's a 14, 14, 13. Thank you so much for the trade, sir.
Grazie, señorita. That is very much time to wrap up the road trip and the Adventure Week. Let us know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below, because as far as I can work out, he's the only person who really has any luck with Wiglet. The chance is still there. It's going to be in the beach biome,
Tony
probably
got it too.
forevermore. Tony got it. Yeah, so you have to be from Florida to get it. But if you like what you see, of course, hit that subscribe button down below and stick around for more Pokemon Go content, and check out the videos available on the screen right here. And don't forget to check out JT Valor's Wiglet Shiny Luck, because utterly ridiculous. But I will say, until the next time, do take care.
Do take it.
Lovely.
Lovely.